All right, so POV, you want to stop cringing at yourself while speaking to a camera. How do you fix that? Well, you don't. So, really quickly, by the way, the process of uncringifying yourself to your own audio is actually a lot simpler than it should be, and it's a lot simpler than it feels, and there's no other better way than to obviously just keep practicing. I'm sure like 99% of the people that would be watching this or have watched anything similar to this would just be like, oh yeah, just keep practicing, just keep saying lines. But eventually, if you keep saying lines, or if you keep saying the same lines over and over again, there's only two outcomes that will happen. One, it'll be less cringe over time, or two, it will become more cringe over time because you're going to take it less seriously, and then eventually you're going to start saying things in like weird or dumb ways to cope with your inability to take your own cringe. It's a topic that never really left me and is still with me even to this day, especially if I re-listen to certain types of audio that involve me in it. But the overall, like in general, I've managed to be able to sort of reduce how much I cringe at myself. And I think the biggest thing that this topic would like help with, or like one of the biggest ways to cope with this topic, is to simply change the way you speak. Back when I started recording myself, this is how I spoke. Yo, hi, video, this, that. Yeah, no, this is how I spoke. I still speak like that, but that's only when it's midnight. And the reason why I spoke like that back then was because it was always midnight. So nothing has changed. I've just changed the times that I start to speak into a camera at, or I've just changed my ability to like how I speak. I think you're looking for the word articulation. So I went from always speaking so monotone, so sad and depressed and mopey, to now what I'm trying to do, which is more like a grounded feel, rather than like, I'm not trying to like lure you into my awesome $10 million house Mr. Beast-esque video. Like, I'm not like super outgoing like that. I am very to me, and that's how I like to be. That's just part of me. That's like one of my core principles. It's just be real with yourself. So in this case, and this, this kind of topic, that is what the purpose of this kind of recording video, kind of like, you kind of do it over and over again, and you get used to it. But of course, if I have to change my character, let's say, and then be in a more outgoing and a more outlandish way to achieve a certain result, that will be a little harder for me. And I think that would be a little harder for anyone. That would be completely normal. To uncringify yourself from the microphone, you kind of want to keep it to yourself as much as you can. Like, you want to be like as you as possible, but you don't want to be the boring version of yourself. You want to try to be a funner, more outgoing version of yourself. Of course, it depends on the topics. If someone dies and you're at a funeral or something like that, you're not going to go like, hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to talk about my skeleton farm. No, you're not going to do that. You'd probably would feel a little bit sad, a little bit this, a little bit that. Emotions will be a thing. And also the state of your mind is another thing that plays a really big role with this. Your mental state and your sanity, quite literally, will play a role in how your ability to uncringify yourself will be. And in some cases, I don't know why I just put the mic in my mouth for a second. So in some cases, there will be times when you would just not want to talk into a microphone. And I have created this like kind of idea in my head. It's almost like the workflow idea, where some people will say, hey, if you really want to study, if you really want to edit videos, if you really want to do this, do that, go out of your house, go do it, then come back home. And when you come back home, that means rest. Then that changes you from like work mode to non-work mode, basically. And I totally agree with this. And for me, at least, one of the core things that have changed my perception for recording stuff is simply this: a microphone. Simple, right? When I have the microphone in front of me, it basically becomes work mode. If I take the microphone away from me, it's just like entertainment mode disabled. That's basically what it is. In the current setting that I'm in right now, I can't be really loud. I don't rage. I don't like slam my keyboard into my desk attempting to break everything. I don't do that because frankly, all of this stuff is way too expensive. And if any of you guys know about my expenses, you will know that I don't have any money. And for some reason, I am highly attracted to very expensive things. That's probably my biggest toxic trait. So in terms of just being able to record into the microphone, there are some practices you can do. And one of them would be obviously record more. And then another one would be record with other people. Record with other people so then you could either hear their reaction to their own voice, or it could be like you can ask them, hey, like, how can I change the way I sound? Not like you're not going to change your voice to corpse. If you're a dude and you're watching this, you're not going to turn your voice into corpse. That is not a good idea. You want to just be as you as possible and just be in the moment and being able to just enjoy your stay. And I think that's where being able to enjoy yourself and your own presence in a video is something that will more than likely lead you to just being able to enjoy your voice a little better. Obviously, you could take up some like sort of speech therapy type deal, not because you have like stuttering issues, but like you could understand how to speak, or any kind of speech courses or singing or this and that, something to like get your stomach voice out, if any of you know what stomach voice is versus head voice. Like right now, what I'm using to speak into this microphone is head voice. Like I'm basically keeping as quiet as possible, hence why I'm putting literally this really tiny microphone, this lav mic that should be on my shirt, basically within kissing distance of my mouth. It's because I'm speaking head voice and I'm not trying to be super loud here. Within time, most people will accept their own voice and accept they sound the way they sound and won't try to go out of their way to go Honda Civic bass boost type beat. No one's gonna do that. Your voice is your voice, and whether you sound like a shark, whether you sound like a nasally dog, whether you sound like a dying cat, or you just sound like a snake, it's your voice. It's your own unique trait. So yeah, don't be shy with it. Just be real with it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Anyone that has made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for clicking on this. Whether you did or did not like this, do leave a rating and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.